The start of the season for Fernando Tatis Jr. has been something insane to witness. He is on an absolute tear. I'm lucky enough to have him in my fantasy league, and this guy has been the reason why the San Diego Padres are number one in the National League West Division, above the Dodgers, above the San Francisco Giants, who have had a hot start, and the Arizona Diamondbacks, who had a nice offseason as well. So the Padres, a lot of people were overlooking them coming into the season, but Fernando Tatis has reinserted himself into the MVP conversation and reminded the world that he is one of the best players in the game today. So I'll break that down and much more on this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Welcome in everybody to 3 Up, 3 Down. I'm your host, Peter Vriotis, and Fernando Tatis is one of my favorite players in the game of baseball. He's so electric. He's a true five-tool player. He is, when you look up the definition of a five-tool player, you have Fernando Tatis's name pop up, and that's the definition of that guy right there. He hits for average, hits for power, got blazing speed, got a cannon of an arm, if not the best arm in the outfield in Major League Baseball, and also a Platinum Glove winner to boot. So he had a down year by his standards last season. He has dealt with some injuries, obviously the suspension for the PEDs. It hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows for Fernando Tatis, but it's been very impressive what he's been able to do so far to start this season. Before we get into the video, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Pretty large percentage of you who are watching these aren't subbed to the channel, and we're not far away from my goal of 3,000, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. But yeah, let's not waste any time. So this was last night, or a couple nights ago. Fernando Tatis is now tied for the major league lead in home runs. I believe Tyler Soderstrom is actually leading right now. So let me just check that. I know Tyler Soderstrom hit his eighth of the season last year. Fernando Tatis, yesterday, sorry. Tatis has six. So this was a couple nights ago. Soderstrom has really played well thus far to start the season. But it's not just the home runs for Nando. It's also the average. He's batting 354. He's just doing everything for this Padres ball club. He's already amassed 1.5 wins above replacement in just 18 games, 17 games. So on top of the six home runs, he's got six stolen bases, only nine strikeouts thus far. He's got an OPS over 1,000. It's truly been something to behold. And his strikeout rate, something that I really wanted to touch on. It's only 16 games, but my goodness. You see the strikeout rate is about 25. It's 25% from the years 2019 to 2024. And then this year, small sample size, of course, but I think this is the new Fernando Tatis. 12.9 strikeout rate. Guy who's going to work the count, who's going to hit the piss out of the ball, and it's been really impressive to watch. And a reason for that is a great breakdown here by Mark DeRosa on MLB Network. He explained that Tatis has been more wide open in his batting stance, which has allowed him to see the ball better, to hit the ball better, and just be more comfortable and more athletic in the box. Like when you're closed off, when there's less moving parts in your swing, you're not as twitchy, and you're not getting the most out of each and every contact. But Fernando has really opened up his stance. He has allowed himself to really let his athleticism shine in the batter's box, and it's paying off for him in a big way. The Padres are either 13-3 or 14-3. Let me just double check that, but he has been fantastic thus far to start the season. And Padres, my favorite team in the National League. There's no doubt about it. So they're 14-4. So this was a couple of games ago. I mean, the guy's just on an absolute tear. It's fun to watch, and I'm excited to see if he can keep this going over the course of a full season. 12 of the last 18 batted balls off the bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. have registered an exit velocity of over 100 miles per hour. So It's not just fluky results. He's not fluking his way into base hits here. He is hitting the ball with power. He is hitting the ball hard every single time he's up there, and he's liable to do damage. Like, he was great in the playoffs last season. I really thought that that was the year that the Padres could dethrone the Dodgers and win their first World Series in franchise history. Wasn't meant to be. And then you fast forward to this year. They're not the same team that they were a year ago. They did lose Tanner Scott, which was a massive loss in free agency, who went to the Dodgers. So things were looking grim coming into the year for the Padres, and they've done a lot to silence some doubters, including myself. Michael King, been fantastic. Dylan Cease, sort of up and down, but their rotation's been great. Their bullpen's been great. Fernando Tatis might win the MVP this year if he keeps this up. And it's a lot of fun to watch. Really hoping the best for the Padres because they're a fun team and they're a really, really good team as well. So I hope that they can get across the finish line and win their first World Series in franchise history because there's a team that deserves it. There's a team that has been doing it the right way. And 47,000 fans at Petco Park just a couple of days ago on a Monday in April. That's impressive. And this fan base deserves to get rewarded in return for all of their fandom and their support that they've offered to this team. But that'll wrap it up for this episode of 3 Up, 3 Down. Thank you all so much for making it this far, and I'll see you all tomorrow.